Hello, I'm Daniel Lenharo. I'm from Curitiba, Brazil. I will talk about our localization team to Portuguese. l10n-portuguese, how we are working and where we want to go. Nowadays, I'm DD upload since 2017. I was member of DebConf 19 local team. I usually talk about Debian and free software events here in Brazil, like Fizzly, Let's Nowhere, Campus Party, Crypto Haven, and others kind of events. I'm a member of this team, this localization team, and I usually help to organize Debian events here in Brazil, like Debian Day that we had last weekend, and Debian Release Party when we had a new release, Debian mini DebConf last year, and all kind of Debian events here and free software events here too. So it's a little about me. So what is l10n? l10n's acronym for localization. So it's because between L and N we had 10 characters, so it's easy to write, and we save space to write like this, so it's easy and faster. So when you see l10n, you expand in your mind to localization. So in Debian we had a lot of teams working for this. One of them is for Portuguese, our team. So you can see in foot page for Debian website that is a lot of other teams. So Portuguese is just one. So we had a lot of others, and that is working hard to help Debian be more universal. So thanks for another chance too. And so our team is working since 1999, and this team basically had our coordination and things working through mail listing. So basically everything works using our mail listing. Change information, emails when you want to know about some things, when you say that you want to translate something, we'll review, you send to include buggy. So everything we had a QA process based on pseudo URLs. When the robots find in the subject some kind of specific information, they know how to lead with that information and work with with this email. So they update some kind basic information to where we can know how many packets are updated, how many pages are outdated. This kind of information that is based on pseudo URLs. What our team usually active? We usually active in package description. So for people don't understand better, don't understand well English, so you can install your system in Portuguese, and you do a apt search. You find your description in Portuguese. So it's one effort for our team. We do this kind of thing in this is thing that we don't do. We using a mail list anymore. This is a web-based system. So the DTSS system that is out in web. So you don't need to subscribe to our mail list. You only create a login to the system and start translation and review packages from there. It's easy. So it's the easier way to contribute. So now it's in the official Debian structure. So the DSA team is take care about the servers now. So it's under the .org infrastructure. So it's better now. Another thing that we use to act is on Debian installer. So when you install Debian, you can see all the information in Portuguese. So all this kind of information is because we work on this. This is important because here in Brazil, a lot of people don't talk and don't understand English very well. I am almost one of these people. Debian web pages. So Debian website, we had effort to translate site to they has our information translated to be more accessible for people. And pure files, that is a files that inside packets with information with inside packets with or insisting there is a message that some packages show in your screen. It's kind of things that is inside that this package has. So we do this translation too. So what we have done this the last is 2 years basically. So we had nowadays the installer 100% translated. So our strings for the Debian installer are translated to Portuguese. So it's a big thing that is important for Brazil. So when you install, you see everything, every message in Brazilian Portuguese. And another things that we have done this is to Debian websites. It's our main efforts nowadays. So we can see that almost all files that have been translated is up to date, and only 19 files are outdated today. And we had 8,748 files not translated. Here it's probably will never be with a number 0 here, because here we had several security alerts that is not interested to be translated, because who read this kind of information don't need to be translated usually. All the old news that don't need to be translated anymore, don't make sense anymore. And so here at least 8,000 files will never be translated. So we always have a high number here of not translated files. In May we do our last sprint for the team, and in that date we had 167 pages out of date, important pages. During 30 days, and that is we did a event here in Brazil called Fique em Casa with Debian. That is for a month. So because of this, spring is during 30 days. So during this time we had 4 new translated pages and 64 pages with translated updated. So we had a great work for our team in spirit. At least 4 or 5 new contributors, and it's a very interesting work in this period. Another efforts that we have done in these times is a flowchart for helping people start contributors. So it's for Debian web pages. So we had only the website, the wiki page with the description how to do translation and review. So here we try to do a more visual thing, and we had to improve this, but it's initial version that is better than nothing. So people like it. It's better than reading a wiki. It's more understandable. So we had to improve here, but it's a good start for us. Another things that we do this period, it's a video in our YouTube channel. I don't remember it's in PeerTube too, but I think it is. And this is for a new translation. So it's explain how you do a new translation from the website from the beginning. So it's more visual, so you can follow the process and see people doing. It's from Paulo Santana. It's 22 minutes, so it's easy way to see how things works. And another video that he do, it's for review, website review. So he show how the process works. It's for 16 minutes too, so people can review and understand how the process works. And yeah, it's easy be easier for people, né? So another things we usually to do is regular meetings at our RC channel. It's we do this during a year at least. So since DebConf 19 we stopped it. I don't remember why exactly, but we have stopped it, and no nobody calls a new meeting, and didn't occur anymore. We had to do it again. It was good at that time. So do you have difficulties? Of course. We have our main difficulties. It's to have few contributors. So people comes and go. So there are another things in life to do, and so they can contribute 1 or 2 weeks and disappear. So we had a few people that still contribute. So because of this, we had some working stopped, waiting for people to do. And another difficult that we see, it's because the process for beginners is a little complicated. So we try to simplify, try doing that video, flowchart, this kind of things. So we think it's try to be easy for people, but we can improve it anymore, and we will try to do this. So we had a to-do list and what do we want to do. We had a pendants for a lot of things. So we had at least 32 requests for reviews. So we want to reduce it to 0. And when we do this, we will try to improve our contribution flow. And we want to to put our Debian website up to date, but we know that we have to improve our contribution flow. That is so complicated for people. People nowadays doesn't want to work anymore uh, with emails. People maybe I think it doesn't know how to use, and sometimes I think they don't know how to change a subject in email. So we lost some time teaching how to change a subject in email. So we are trying this time a flow using only Git, in our case Souza, and that is how process can be done there. So we want to improve this process. But before this, we want to reduce our penance. So after this, we hope before the end of the year, we start a new campaign for new contributors. So with a new flow, we can may have a new contributors. We have, of course, when we improve a contribution flow, we will have to update our flowchart, wiki, documentation, everything. So after this, we'll do a campaign for new contributors, and we had a standard vocabulary in Souza that we create. So we want to improve a way to use this to help and be easier to use. So this is something that we had in our goals to the future. Of course, we can do more than this, but it's just a little. We can do this and more, but for at least six months, we had a lot of works. So I think it's so. If you want to help us in anything, please contact us. Our mail list. If you want to subscribe or just to ask for help, is Debian-l10n-portuguese at list.debian.org, or you can find us on RC Debian channel or OFC and channel Debian -l10n-br. We had not official communication channel, but we are there, so you can find on Telegram channel at Debian l10n-ptbr. So this is what I had to talk today. It's a little about our team. We had a lot of work to do, and we are trying do another review our process to improve and try to help people to help us. So if you have any idea how you can help, if you are on from another l10n team, you can and you use a different flow. You are using only Git today. Please uh, chat with us to tell us how you are doing. It's a pleasure for us to know. Maybe can simplify our life and understand, and maybe it could be a Debian standard way to do. So we can to create another way to do something if someone is already doing something that is working. So if you have any question, you can ask now. I'm here for answer. So you can. Thank you for while, and thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for your talk, Daniel. Now let's see the questions that we have for you. Okay, so the first one, from your experience, what would you recommend to people who want to start organizing and doing translations into their languages?
Okay. So my experience for people who want to start now, I want to try to see with people that has a team and try to do a flow, organize a process that to start and try to focus on some things that not to start to do a lot of things. For example, here as you show, we do website translation, uh, Deb installer. So so you choose something to help him, and do a make a process to help in this. When you have has a process and it's working, you can do another things and helping in other things too. But in at least in for the first moment, uh, a tip that I give is to talk for another teams that is has a team that is working to see how it, this process, and talk to a team to see how to put things in Debian. I don't know exactly how this works inside Debian to do a new language inside Debian, but you can talk with this. Uh, so I the my recommendation is this.
Great. So the next question is, what has been the biggest challenge in the l10 Portuguese team until now since you are in?
For me, the biggest challenge is to keep people contributing. Had a lot of people coming and going as as I say, we had a difficult flow to contribute, especially to website. People don't want to use anymore email, send email like this. People want things easier, but we know that newer things is not uh, special friendly with free software. So we know that we have to keep some of these old ways to work, but we have to improve some kind of ways to do. Uh, so what a way we are using is to move to Git, and Git is possibility that we are seeing that is could improve this contribution, but we we have to make a beta test, but we have to reduce our job pendants. But before this test, we had to reduce our job in the waiting file.
Great. Our next question, have you ever thought about some other media possible instead of email into the translation system? Some idea?
Yes, I say, we are thinking about using Salsa, choose Git, especially to website. So we try to don't use email anymore. So everything you will inside Salsa, but we'll have to try if it's work, and if it's the contributors will work, and can take the contributors from there, and if this website can take there. Another way could be like the TSS, that is a website, uh, a web system that could web translation. So uh, that is could work, but a lot of people don't like, uh, especially in our team. Most of people that is acting today don't like this kind of this solution, but probably to try to uh, get new people contribution, maybe we have to do some new things, or try to use together email and a new web system.
Great. So let's see if we have some questions on IRC. Okay, so these are all the questions. Thank you very much, Daniel.
Thank you. If someone has another question, can contact me in RC, or send me email, or another way that I say I'm open to answer anytime. Thank you for watching.
Wonderful. Thanks.